Hello. Anybody home? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. What time it is in your location, my friends? So we're gonna be here for a little while. Brazil against Morocco, or Morocco against Brazil, because they are receiving. So feel free to call us and have your say. The link is there. Let me pin it somewhere. I'm happy for Andrew Santos. The first call with the senior team and the first start, that tells you the quality from that boy. Now I think Chelsea won't have any issue when it comes to getting him a work permit in England. No problem at all. He's in the senior team. He's playing games, starting games. I think this is it. This is it. So you have here for the Brazil lineup, we have Weaverton. They even have a Everton in England, in Brazil. Not the team, but a person is called Everton over there, a player in Brazil. So Weaverton, Emerson, Eder Militao, Ibanez, Alex Telles, Casemiro, who is the captain today because Thiago Silva is injured, Andrew Santos, the Chelsea boy, Paqueta, the West Ham boy, Rodrigo, Real Madrid, Vinicius Jr., and Ronnie. Wow, this is a very strong team. As per usual, Brazil, they always find great players. Now they just need to win. They just want to win. So yeah, this is it. So the starting 11. Starting 11 for Brazil. Let's try to find Morocco. Okay. Morocco. Let's go to their website and see. Let's see. They haven't even put anything yet. What the heck? They're supposed to put the lineup here, okay? But we're gonna find it one way or another. Let's just go to Morocco, Brazil, and see if we're gonna pop up with something. Andrew Santos, my boy, is in the building. Awesome to see him. Football heritage, yeah. So you have only Brazil. Anybody, please, can anybody post starting 11 for Morocco? Nope. Okay, let's see this one. Can we zoom it? No, I don't have the capacity to zoom it from this. Richarlison wasn't called, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Richarlison is just supporting them from home. He's not having a good season though. Not having a good season at all. The World Cup was good for him. He scored golazo. A very good golazo. But other than that. So people, if you are on social media, Twitter and all the good stuff, you can share also my this link here so people can join us. You can share it. And you can call us. It's free of charge. We're going to be here if you want me to be here for a long time, you have to talk and you have to interact. If it's not, and then we're gonna switch to the commentary mode, and then I might come back at halftime or something. But I'm here for you people, so if you wanna call, feel free to do so. Got some energy from you. You know what I mean? All right. So, Hakim Ziyech against Andrew Santos. How awesome it's gonna be. Two Chelsea boys playing against each other. They're gonna play against each other, so don't kill each other. You are brothers. You are from the same mother. Okay, so since I can't really find Morocco, been searching for, Morocco. Let me search it in French. Morocco. We just the Morocco there. Somebody might already. They're just putting their pictures, but I don't know the starting 11 so far. Le Maroc et le Brésil. Look at this cute picture here. Mother dancing with son. That was the World Cup. I'm looking for the starting 11, please. Okay, this is not taking me anywhere. But you know, oh look, I could find it easily here. But probably I want to be able to put it on the screen because I didn't really prepare anything on the screen. You need to prepare it, right? So how everybody is feeling today? Good? You have to talk, man. You have to interact. You have to say something. Say something and be part of the show. You have to talk. So yeah. You know what is funny? Even in this website that I always watch, they just put the lineup for Brazil, which is really, really stupid, ridiculous. Why can't you just put everything here? Okay. We're gonna know it. We're gonna know it very soon. It is funny because even their official website doesn't show anything. I don't know what's going on. They are not sure about the lineup or something, and it's only 30 minutes to go. So we're gonna go to first. Okay, so there were so many games today in Europe and all over the world, but I didn't have time to do any watch along today because I had to work. But now we're gonna do just this game and keep an eye open on other stuff around us. Yeah. Old. So let's check on Info Sport here. You have even the big website that you don't even have to search because it's already there. They refuse to put anything. Oh, so you can just tell from the picture, huh? You can just tell from the picture. Hakimi is there. Oh, this could be. Oh, voici les compositions officielles. Les compositions officielles. I don't know if this picture is true, and then that means Hakimi is actually not there. Huh? Hey, Aziz King is so mad at the owners now. They need to go. They need to go. You gotta go. It's time to go. So the game is about to start, people, even though I've been searching for like Morocco lineup for the last 10 minutes or so. Almost everywhere, to be honest with you. Andrew Santos is... So we're gonna stuck with this this Brazil one while I am trying to find out. So many games, so many of them, to the point that I am getting confused. Okay, people, so you feel free to call us if you have time to do so. Comment, send a question, or get into the poll. Let us know who is gonna win this game. Morocco are well respected around the world now for everything they did in the last World Cup. What a team. What a team. So for Brazil, that's what I got right now. Weverton, Emerson Royal, Eder Militao, Ibanez, Alex Telles, Casemiro the captain, Andrew Santos, the Chelsea boy, Paqueta, Rodrigo, Vini, and Ronnie. So those are the lineup from the almighty Brazil. Many of them are missing, not like many, but Neymar Jr. injured, got a surgery, out for the rest of the season. Thiago Silva is recovering. And who else? I don't see, So few players really under a manager that is not gonna be there for long, because they're still waiting for Carlo Ancelotti. Probably is gonna take over Brazil next summer after his adventure with Real Madrid. He's gonna manage Brazil, I think. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen with them. So this is really funny. Okay, so for Morocco, I can see it from another website, but I can't put it on the screen because some technical issues, and I didn't plan it. So Bono is the goalkeeper. They have Aguerd, Amrabat, Boufal, El Kanous, on Nesri, Hakimi, Marwai, Unai, Saiss, and Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech is in the starting 11. Unfortunately, I can't put it on the screen, like I said, because I can't pull it on the screen. I had to prepare it in advance. And for Brazil, Wiverton, Andrew Santos from Vasco da Gama, from Chelsea on loan, Casemiro, Emerson Royal from Tottenham Hotspurs, Eder Militao, Real Madrid, Paqueta from West Ham, Rodrigo is from Real Madrid, Roger Ibanez is from Roma. Yeah, I think he plays for Jose Mourinho Roma. Ronnie is actually from Palmeiras in Brazil. Alex Telles is he's on loan from Manchester United, and he's at I don't know, it's Sevilla or I don't know what team in Spain. And Vinicius Junior is wearing number 11, and he's from Real de Madrid, Madrista. All right, so Brazil to win. People voting for Brazil. 43% of people said Brazil are gonna do it. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen at the end, because Morocco are not mugs. They created a team that nobody wanna play against. They were very, very good in the World Cup. Some people say boring because they give you the ball. They don't want to play. Take the ball, and what are you gonna do with the ball? Nothing. We keep an eye on you. They beat Spain, they beat Portugal, almost beat France. Nobody gave them any chance to go far in the World Cup. But look at them. Surprised everybody. They surprised everybody. So people, like I say, I'm here for the people. So if people are gonna give me energy, they have to comment, they have to ask questions. If it's not, and then we're gonna go to like commentary mode and come back if people want me to come back. So yeah, Andrew Santos. And today, if you're a Chelsea fan here, Noni Madueke scored and had the man of the match. He only played like for 20 minutes and he was sensational. And yeah, many people will be asking why he's not playing for Chelsea and all that, but it is what it is. You only have like 11 players in the starting 11. If you don't pay any of them, if you don't play somebody is gonna complain, so you can't win. So the most important is to select players that will win, and if you win, everything is gonna be okay, even though people are gonna continue to cry and moan and complain. So I think his time is coming. Badiashile, they played against France. I wasn't happy that England beat France, but you know, I was watching on my boys. I want them to do good, but listen, I wanted them to do good. Michael Olise actually grew up in England, but he's playing for France. I think it's gonna be he's gonna be called in the main team very quickly, so they can tie him, so he doesn't play for England, because he can also play for England in the senior level. So Badiashile, unfortunately, he was the captain, the losing captain today. Yeah, he's so good to be in the under 21s. You know, in this level, I don't think this is the level for Badiashile anymore. Next season, the next next games for France, I am suspecting that he's gonna be called with the men. But the problem is, it's just so many of them, so many bowlers in France that they don't call you. Just it's not because you are bad; it's just because there is no place for you anymore. And some players already created some good relationship with the manager, so they're gonna be called, based on that, on the relationships, not necessarily on their abilities on the ball. So it was good to see Levi Colwill also. What a player. Chelsea next season are gonna be something else. They have bowlers everywhere. Just need to be coached. I need a little bit of time to gel, and then they're gonna be something else. Colwill in the defense, Badiashile, and then Fofana if he stays fit. Okay, and you still have Thiago Silva who can help them grow. Who can be literally like their coach. We don't know what's gonna happen to Koulibaly, depend on how the season ends. So they have a very, very good, solid defense next season. The midfield is gonna get better. Conte, if he stay fit, and they're gonna add somebody like Lavia or Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham. You never know. Somebody out of the blue, Caicedo. They're gonna reinforce that position, because I don't think they're gonna sign Denis Zakaria for permanently. Zakaria is going back to Italy for Juventus. But the midfield is gonna get better. The defense is gonna get better. The attack is where the problem is. A finisher who can finish. So yeah, Chelsea got a very promising future, but need to go game by game like this season. The Premier League or top 4 is done, dead. Now they have to push for the Champions League, play against Real Madrid, and then it's gonna be Manchester City or Bayern Munich with Thomas Tuchel. So very, very interesting what's gonna happen, my friends. Very, very, very interesting. But the future looks really, really bright for the boys in blue. All right, so let me go check on some news, some breaking news, while we are waiting for the game to start in about 15 minutes, or less, or more or less. Scott McTominay actually scored for his country, Scotland. McTominay a brace, couple goals with Scotland today, and he could be one to follow in the summer. I don't think Erik ten Hag rate him. He's a good player. He can give you a lot of energy. He can fight. He's a Manchester United through and through. But I don't think he is the quality, or he's the profile of what Erik ten Hag is looking for. So Romano said here that Scott McTominay is somebody to watch. Newcastle have his name in the list last January. Ten Hag didn't want Scott to leave 2 months ago, but Newcastle keep following him. So watch out. McTominay is a kind of player that will do good with Eddie Howe, because he loves like physical, strong energetic players. So it's gonna help them. Sometimes it depends on the coach or what he's trying to do. Not necessarily that you are bad, but it just the system doesn't fit you. The manager doesn't like your profile or something. So Scott McTominay, no more McFred. And Romano talked about Noni Madueke here, subbed at 66th minute. Then 1 goal and 2 assists for Noni Madueke. 2 assists, 1 goal. What an impact. He made an impact because he's angry that he's not playing at Chelsea and want to show people wrong. So let's wait and see, bro. It's good to score for your country, but you have also to score for Chelsea, because I've seen him a lot of situations that he could have made an assist or score, but like shoot off target or something. It's not a problem so far, because I think when you don't have enough playing time, you want to prove people wrong. When you come on, you want to score, so you forget about the team. You're just thinking about yourself. So I think he's not scoring for Chelsea because he's not playing few minutes here and there when the game is already over. I'm not gonna count that as really playing time. So he's gonna prove people wrong, just like Mikhailo Mudryk. If you watch his interview, I put it on my channel. I think on the GFC channel. If you go there, you're gonna watch like when he said London is blue, and he loves challenges. He loves people who criticize him, who say that you are nobody, you are flop, so he can prove you, so you can become, a fan. That's basically what he said. He likes enemies because he's gonna make them fans. So keep talking, and Mikhailo Mudryk doesn't care about those critics. He's gonna continue walking, and when his chance is there, he's gonna show people what he is capable of doing. Fabrizio Romano again, Kim Min Jae on his link to the Premier League, blah blah blah, and he said, now I am focusing on the team and on the Champions League rather than the kind of nonsense. So he called all the links nonsense. This guy here is one of the best center backs in the entire Europe at the moment. Chelsea went for Koulibaly. They went for this guy. I don't know how much they paid, but they sold so many of their senior players last summer. And I'm talking about Napoli. And then they bought better ones. Koulibaly, look at him at Chelsea. They got rid of Insane, that is his name. Insane and Dries Martens and so many of them, like 5 or 6. They let them go, and then they built a team. They went to Georgia and get Kuala. Kvaratskhelia, that is his name. So I've been learning how to pronounce Kvaratskhelia. It's very difficult to pronounce, but I nailed it. Kvaratskhelia. I was even watching the video of Osimhen teaching people how to pronounce Kvaratskelia's name. So now look at me. I can pronounce Kvaratskhelia, but you can call him Kuala because he loves to be called Kuala. Anyway, because it's long name, so nickname is Kvaratskhelia. So yeah, Napoli, wow, they did their homework. Nobody knew who Kvaratskhelia was, and look at him today, one of the best in Europe. Everybody wants him. So if you do your homework you're not gonna overpay, and you're not gonna go for dead wood all the time. And this is the politic that Chelsea are trying to do at the moment. Detect those players before they become big names, so you develop them in the team. I love that kind of strategy, but not everybody at the Chelsea team can understand that, because we don't know how to build anything. We just know how to win. Get somebody from somewhere who is already ready, so we don't waste time on developing anybody. But now it's different. So this guy here, somebody said that give them Koulibaly back and get Mr. Kim here. But listen, the same people who say that we got a gem and he's better than Rudiger, and we can't believe that we have him, including me. I was so happy about Koulibaly. I'm not gonna deny. But all of a sudden, I can't just flip-flop and start insulting and want him out. No, you have to support him during hard time. So Kim, I don't think Chelsea are going to go for him. But I think teams like Manchester United, they might lose some defenders. Harry Maguire might go. They're going to terminate the contract of Phil Jones, Rafael Varane is injured often. So I see something happen if he got like a release clause. You get a release clause and somebody go and blow it up. Bam. Big team, PSG. PSG are suffering right now. They're going to have, they have already a pre-contract with Milan Skriniar from Inter on free, but Kimpembe just got injured, and ACL injury is going to be out for the rest of the season and the beginning of next season. And even when he comes back, you never know how good or bad he's going to be. So I see teams like PSG blow the release clause of Kim, bam, and get him. And you never know, at Chelsea Football Club, one injury can change the dynamic of the team. Just like when they went for Joao Felix, because Pulisic just got injured. Nobody there, and they had like 11 injuries already. So they're like, you know what, we need somebody. And they went for some players that they never planned before, you know what I mean? 10 or 9 minutes to go until the beginning of the game. People, I've been talking for myself for 1 hour, and I would like to hear from you. I would like you to say hi, or just do something, man. Just don't watch me only. Just be part of it, one comment, one like, something. You have to do something. And it looks like we are going straight to the audio commentary instead of watch along, because I don't have many people, I don't have many people, so why talk to myself all the time? People just need to watch the game or on the screen and listen to the commentary instead. Okay, so this guy here, Balogun, actually, we want him here in the US. He was in Orlando. He was in Orlando lately, and people were speculating that he's gonna join the US men's national team. Looks like a contact being made. Looks more that he wanna really play for England. So the US is gonna be like his second choice if England can't get him. But in England, they have a lot of like number 9, And Tony is there, Harry Kane is there. I don't know who else, and the young coming Tammy Abraham is not called, but they still have many people in that position. So we want you at the US, man. Just come here. You're gonna have a number 9 spot for yourself. Nobody's gonna bother you. So you're gonna just come and kill it for the US. Carla, Carla, are you there? Unmute yourself, my brother. Are you there? I know you're using Carla's name. It's just a screen name, so you don't reveal yourself. But we can't hear you because you are muted. It tells me from my side that you are muted, so we can't hear you. Carla, my friend, Manchester United fan, we can't hear you because you are muted. It's telling me here I can see everything. Yeah, now you are muted. Can you talk?
I can't speak.
You can't speak. Okay, I understand. Yeah,
It's too late.
Yes, I understand. But thank you for stopping by. You don't have to talk, my friend. You can just be there, listen to me, and I'm gonna put live commentary, so I might go do something or cook for the family and come back at halftime. But yeah, bro, go get some sleep if you. But I appreciate your support and thank you for stopping by. But you don't have to speak. Just be silent and listen to me. So, Balogun, his future is hanging there. If England are gonna call him in the senior team, or he's gonna say yes to the US. You know, I don't wanna be in the.
I'll just be chatting in the chat, like down there. I'll just be asking you. That'll be just the way I'm speaking.
Oh yeah, no problem. I see your chat. Thank you, Kenny. All right, you here? All right, thank you so much. No problem. You can. I understand. You know, you still with your parent and you don't wanna put noise. So the Balogun situation, I don't wanna be in the situation where somebody just come to play for the US just because he been rejected by another country. You know, I want people to be like, yeah, I am going for the US. You make your decision, bam bam, you come play for us. But if you have to wait for England to call you forever, and at the end if you don't have an opportunity and then you switch, that is not, it doesn't show really that you want it. It's just convenience. It's just you don't have any other choice and you want to play in the international level. That's why. So, Balogun, you make your decision now or you just stay and whatever it is. Because until when we're going to wait for you. He's a very good player. He is scoring in the French league like for fun. I think he scored more goals than Mbappe in the French league, if I'm not mistaken. Scoring really for fun. But doesn't have a chance in England. England, they don't want to give him a chance. So 3 minutes to go, people. Yeah, 3 minutes to go. The game is about to start. Get in the comment, and if I don't get more interaction, I will leave you with audio commentary and graphics and come back if we have more people who are interested to call. You just shoot me a message. You just say, hey, I'm here, I want to call, can you come back? I will come back immediately. I'll be behind the scenes watching the game with the family, but if anybody wanna call, I will pop up and open the line again. That's how it's going to be, so I don't have to talk to myself the entire 3 hours. Ireland against France. Who's gonna win? Of course, France. You know that I am from there, right? You know that is the color. So, of course, France are gonna beat them. Ireland, I still remember back in the day the handball from Thierry Henry and stuff. But we're gonna beat them. Ireland are gonna lose. Captain Mbappe is gonna score a double. Kolomwani is gonna score one, and the last goal is gonna come from Olivier Giroud header. Bam. Oh, come on. So what you want? You want me to deny my color because I have to support Ireland? No. No way, bro. France are gonna destroy Ireland like 4. Watch. Just watch. I know Ireland always causes us problems. In the past, they always put a shift against France. Always. Just like a boogie team. Boogie team for France, but nobody cares. This time is a different team, different environment, different captain, different goalkeeper. Everything is different now. And France are going to be destroying Ireland just like babies. Watch. If you're going to be here, I'm going to be doing a watch along just like I did yesterday when we completely destroyed Holland. If France can really beat Holland like babies, how about Ireland? Ireland, with all the respect, come on, man. Come on. You'll be at Aviva? Oh, okay, so you'll be at Stadium? Wow, I'm happy for you, bro, but I'll be feeling sorry for you because you spend your money for dinner, ticket, and transportation to have good time, and you got smashed by France. So you're gonna get destroyed, my friends. Kenny, you're gonna get destroyed, unfortunately, and there is nothing I can do about you. Even if you are my friend, Yeah, people, so I'm back again. The game hasn't started yet, and also I had some issues. I don't know, everything disconnected. It's not my fault or anything. I don't know. This is technology, internet, or whatever it is. I don't know. I have the fastest internet in the country. I don't know where the problem is coming from, but it is what it is, I guess. There's nothing I can do about it, but hopefully you can see me. We lost more people because they left. If you see lagging, you see like me frozen for a few minutes or a few seconds, you can wait. You can wait, my friend. It's not my fault. I will be back. Somebody is going to decide to fix the problem somewhere. So, yeah, the game, I don't even know why the game it hasn't started yet. Andrew Santos. Andrew Santos is playing for Brazil. Hakim Ziyech is playing for Morocco. So yeah, the game just started. Thank you so much for sticking with my mess. It was a mess for like a couple of minutes. I don't know. It was just dark. Nothing I could have done, my friends. So here I am, and let's listen, or let's watch the game together. I'm gonna answer to a few more questions, if there are any, before I actually switch to the audio mode. So because I don't have many people, no interaction, so I'm gonna have to put audio only, and then come back if you want me, even during the game, and you are in the building and you are like, okay, let come back and let's talk football, stuff like that. Let's talk about Thomas Tuchel, or let's talk about Tottenham Hotspurs and the management issue, Antonio Conte. If you have a topic that you want to discuss while we are watching the game, I will jump back in and start talking. But I've been talking for more than 1 hour and 30 minutes already, or almost. So I need some help. I need people to ask questions, and I need people to come and call us and have a say. So it is what it is. It's 2 minutes in my location. Morocco against Brazil. I hope you enjoy the game and you like and subscribe. The channel is still small. The channel is for the people. We don't care about the team you support. We just support football here. You wanna bring the banter, bring it on. And yeah, that's the way it's gonna be. So I'll be back when you need me, but you're gonna enjoy commentary and all the good stuff on the screen.
The Morocco rolling ball around the back end. Here's Aguirre, the West Ham man, to Hakimi. Amrabat, that's a strong challenge there from Rodrigo, and we have our first free kick of the game after 20 seconds deep inside Moroccan territory. So a distinct Real Madrid field to this Brazil side. Rodrigo and Vinicius, of course, up front, and also they have Eder Militao at the back, one of 3 Real Madrid men. Also 2 Palmeiras men in the side tonight. The goalkeeper Weverton, like I said, usually third choice behind Alisson and Ederson. Alisson not in the squad and Ederson on the bench tonight. He's one of the other Palmeiras man. Is Ronnie, the striker, making his international debut. It'll be interesting to see how he goes this evening, as Hakimi's under pressure here and loses out. That was fortunate, and I think Tellez has signalled the referee that Hakimi might have gone down a little bit easy there, but it's a free kick to Morocco just on the edge of their own box to the right hand side. So you're joining me here on flashscore.co.uk and on the mobile app for this marquee international friendly this Saturday evening from Tangier, Morocco and Brazil. As Morocco will launch that ball forward, on the free kick, and will win a throw-in off the head of Alex Telles, in front of that interim Brazil coach Ramon Menezes, who, like I said, took over following Tite's resignation after that just dreadful World Cup performance. They exited at the quarterfinals on penalties to Croatia, who ended up beating Morocco in the third place playoff in Qatar in December. So free kick now to Morocco midway inside the Brazil half, which is taken quickly. Right, here's Hakim Ziyech, the Chelsea man, right hand side line, the edge of the penalty, goes into the box, plays a 1-2. Ball comes back to Hakimi. Ziyech out right here now to Unahi into the box, but gives away. Paqueta's there, but a loose pass from him, and Amrabat can win it back, but that's a loose pass as well, and forces Alger to go back to his goalkeeper Bono, who is out midway inside his own half to get that one. So this place, as I said, Stade Ibn Battuta, also known as Le Grand Stade, which, even for those of us not quite fluent in French, I'm sure that translates pretty easily into English. That's Morocco knocking the ball around at the back here. There's Saiss, left-footed. There's a lovely pass out left. Here's Sofiane Boufal, cuts inside of Emerson Royal, and is clattered there by the Spurs man, but referee plays advantage. Morocco still in possession now inside the centre circle with Unahi. Goes out right to Ziyech, now 30 yards out from goal on the right hand side. Ziyech cuts in field on his left foot, gets the delivery in, diving header away by Ibanez. Ziyech will pick it up again, but a loose touch, and Brazil win it back in midfield, and will come away now with the 18-year-old Andre Santos. Now here is Emerson Royal, tries to get over halfway, but is fouled right on halfway on the right hand side for Brazil. So free kick to Brazil here, right on halfway on the right hand side. That was Youssef Nesri coming back doing trying to do some defensive work, who caught the Spurs fullback, and Brazil now have the ball in the centre circle with Roger Ibanez, the Roma man. Well, those two debutants in the team, he is only his second cap, having a great season for Roma under Jose Mourinho. Great challenge there by Hakimi on Paqueta. The West Ham man didn't see him coming, and his West Ham teammate Alger gets the ball out the right hand side towards Mazraoui. That's a poor pass, throw into Brazil, in defeat of Ronnie here in the edge of the box. Ronnie, Paqueta, Andre Santos loses that ball out. Brazil will have it back now with Casemiro. Morocco swarming, but Brazil have possession now back in the centre circle with Militao. Militao rolls it back to Ibanez right on the halfway line. Paqueta and Ibanez. Brazil is rolling that ball around inside the centre circle here. Ibanez right footed, looks for the run of Ronnie up the middle, but nothing doing, and it'll roll all the way in the hands of Bono, the Sevilla man in goal for his national side here. All in black. And there's Weverton in the Brazil goal, he's all in grey. Morocco have possession deep inside their own half here. Hakimi to Amrabat. Now Ziyech trying to go over halfway. His path is blocked by Alex Telles, and the last touch comes off the Chelsea man Ziyech, and it's a throw in right on halfway. So we're going to look at Ramon Menezes here, the Brazil interim coach, who has picked a fairly youthful squad, to say veterans like of Alisson and Neymar not travelling here to Morocco as the home side win the ball back. It's a really dogged affair so far in midfield. Morocco getting stuck in, and if Brazil had any thoughts that they were coming here for a nice leisurely stroll, that has certainly been put to rest early on here. There's El Kanous, he goes back to Saiss, to Unahi, back to Saiss on halfway, and as the former Wolves man gets it back again. Now here's Amrabat, nice turn to take him away from Vinicius. Right left and Mazraoui, who goes down, and I think he nearly got away lucky with that one there. It was Ronnie with the foul on Mazraoui. As I said, one of those two men making his international debut tonight. And he does catch him a little bit. It looked like he'd gone down quite easily. But it is a free kick to Morocco on halfway on the left hand side. So just over 7 minutes played here in Tangier. Morocco 0, Brazil 0. On flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app. Crossfield pass looking for Ziyech is intercepted by Tellez. And that's a throw in to Morocco 10 yards inside the Brazil half. Ziyech will come over to take. So this stadium, over 60,000 people, it's full. Smoke from those that are pyro before the game has cleared now, and there's a free kick conceded by Ibanez for a foul there on Nesri, around 30 yards out from goal on to the right of centre. Casemiro protesting. I'm not really sure how he could. Ibanez just body checking the Sevilla man, and it'll be Ziyech, Hakim Ziyech, the Chelsea man, who will take this free kick. So as I said, Brazil are still number one in the world despite bitter rivals Argentina winning the World Cup in Qatar. They're still second in the world, so there is still that riding on this game. They're wanting to keep that number one status. Morocco are 11th after their World Cup heroics. Now Ziyech, hand up, the number 7, left footed, delivers it into the box. It's going to be too long. Everton comes out, could have caught that but punches it away instead. And Brazil look to break with Vinicius, but it's intercepted by El Canus, and he goes back to Bono in goal, who strips it up the field long, left footed, and that's going to be a throw in though to Brazil as the last touch come off Auger. So Brazil in possession now deep inside their own half with Casemiro, man signed from Real Madrid this season by Erik ten Hag, and has had a wonderful season in the heart of the Manchester United midfield. Of course, suspended recently after that deserved red card, you must say, against Southampton. But he's been a key cog for Erik ten Hag, and he wears the captain's armband tonight for Ramon Menezes for his country. He raises the ball again in the centre circle, looking for the run of Vinicius, but intercepted by Amrabat. Now Ziyech can run straight at Ibanez. Ziyech running at the heart of the Brazil defence outside the box, gives it out to Boufal now, who's in the left hand corner of the penalty area. Boufal back to Ziyech in the edge of the box. Ziyech has it left footed but blocked by Militao. Good, well read by the Real Madrid man. He attempts to come out of defence with it, and the ball will deflect out for a throw in off a Moroccan. So it's going to be a throw to Brazil on halfway, but Ziyech I think took a little bit too much time there over that ball and allowed Militao to come out. It was well read by the Real Madrid man, but he was given too much time to get out and block. But good build-up play from Morocco, and you can see there just how important Hakim Ziyech is to how they play. Here's Militao again on the wrong end of a 2-1 defeat in El Clasico last Sunday at the Camp Nou. And here's Alex Tellez. There's a 1-2 with Vinicius, another man there. He set up the Real Madrid opener, Vinicius, for that late winner from Kese. Won the game for Barcelona and extended their lead at the top of La Liga. Now here away comes Vinicius down that left hand side. He's got the better of Hakimi into Rodrigo, but it's well cleared, and a throw into Brazil midway inside the Morocco half on their left hand side. Here's Ibanez with the ball, and now Militao turns back and gives it back to his centre half partner. Now here's Rodrigo. Paqueta, nice touch into Vinicius towards the penalty box. Now into Paqueta into the box, and a good challenge there. And Saiss will look to bring that ball away, but it's going to be shepherded out for a corner. So the first corner of the game here, 11 minutes played here in Tangier, and the first corner of the game will go to the visitors Brazil. So an even opening so far, but a cracking atmosphere here in the Moroccan capital. It's going to be a corner on the Brazilian left, taken short by Rodrigo to Paqueta. Terrible pass, intercepted by Ziyech. That's a dreadful waste of a corner. Ziyech tries to break away, he's fouled. Yep, free kick. The referee tried to play advantage, but none coming. It's going to be a free kick to Morocco deep inside their own half, and a real waste there from that corner between Rodrigo and Paqueta, trying to play it short. Just a total waste of a ball in. So not much by way of goalmouth action so far, you must say. Weverton having to come out and punch a free kick away. Hakim Ziyech having a shot blocked by Eder Militao. We'll say that Morocco probably had a slight edge so far, backed by this raucous crowd here at Le Grand Stade, the Stade Ibn Battuta here in Tangier, as they roll the ball around at the back here. Saiss, risky pass, nearly intercepted by Rodrigo, but he gets away with that. Now here's El Khanous, out left to Mazraoui. Amrabat being chased, but uses Unahi as an outlet now. The Marseille man will come over halfway from Morocco. Out right to Ziyech, has making a run down the middle. There is Hakimi. He'll get there to the byline, gets it across, nobody there, and Ibanez can calmly pass it to his captain Casemiro, who clears down the wing. Intercepted by Auger, the West Ham man. Looking for Unahi, but overruns it. A bit loose in midfield, and eventually the ball will break for Eder Militao for Brazil, who plays a searching ball forward down the left hand side looking for his clubmate Vinicius, but Auger intercepts Paqueta, who is Auger's clubmate at West Ham. He nods it back to Vinicius. Almost a lovely pass, trying to put Ronnie in behind there. He'll get it back with Vinicius for another chance. Paqueta in the feet of Ronnie. Ronnie's in the box. Ronnie, he puts it over the top, but was he fouled? Was there an offside? A whole lot of questions, but instead it's nothing more than a goal kick, and Ronnie holds his head in his hands. A great chance for a debut goal there as that ball sprung at his feet. I think he is just onside, but good pressure between the onrushing Bono and Romain Saiss, forcing the Palmeiras forward to blaze that over the bar from basically right on this penalty spot. But that's the best chance of the game so far, and it's gone to Brazil. And a lovely pass by Vinicius. He had a chance, it was blocked, and you don't give someone like him a second chance to play a nice pass, and only for the lacking of finishing there from Ronnie, Brazil could have had the lead there. But instead it's 14 minutes gone here on flashscore.co.uk and on mobile app. It's Morocco 0, Brazil 0, as Bono launches that ball long. Terrible goal kick though, only picks out Paqueta, and now Vinicius come down the left hand side, puts it into the middle, but El Khanous reads it well. But the ball will break here now for Emerson Royal into the box, goes down on the challenge from Mazraoui. Nothing doing, says Sadok Selmi, our referee. Emerson Royal more hopeful I think than anything for a penalty there, but nothing doing. Morocco confidently passing the ball around as Vinicius chases Bono, and eventually Hakimi can get it away down the line to Ziyech. A no look pass to Nesri, and he's bundled into by Ibanez. A silly foul by the Roman man, and that will relieve some pressure midway inside their own half for Morocco. It was actually Unahi who Ibanez clattered into. Looking at this again, well, you can see it coming together between Mazraoui and Emerson Royal, but I think it's actually instigated by the Tottenham man as opposed to the other way around, and our Tunisian referee Sadok Selmi saw nothing wrong with it. Now away come Morocco here, but a good challenge wins the ball back for Brazil. Now Rodrigo double play in the midfield. Casemiro looks to play the pass out for Emerson Royal, but it's blocked. But as he and Boufal went for the second ball, it's a foul by the former Southampton man. It's a free kick to Brazil then inside the centre circle, right on halfway. Casemiro will take it short, plays a 1-2 with Rodrigo, and it's Militao again to his clubmate Rodrigo, back to Ibanez. Brazil just happy to play this around the back in the centre circle. Paqueta, nice touch to Vinicius, but that's lost. Amrabat reads that one and looks for Ziyech, but that's lost as well. Ibanez wins it and will chase after it again. Now Vinicius coming down the left hand side in line with the edge of the penalty area. Hakimi closing him down. He'll go inside to Paqueta, who dinks it in looking for Ronnie. Good header away by Saiss. It'll break now for Emerson Royal, who's forced to go backwards to Militao, but Brazil keep possession. Militao almost looking for the run of Ronnie, but the Palmeiras forward is straight offside. As Militao now rolls it out left to Paqueta. Paqueta will give it back to Emerson Royal inside the centre circle now. and Militao. So just over a quarter of an hour gone here in Tangier. Morocco 0, Brazil 0. There's a searching ball looking for Alex Telles, but the bounce is too high for him, and it'll go out for a throw-in. Right idea, Telles appreciates that, gives a big thumbs up to Emerson Royal, but just a little bit too ambitious for the former Manchester United man to get on the end of, and instead Achraf Hakimi has the ball in his hand for a throw-in to Morocco here, deep inside their own territory. They're determined to play the ball out of trouble, and they do, despite Paqueta's, oh dear, now Hakimi and Nahi just getting each other's way, and that's going to be a throw-in to Brazil. Not sure what was going on there, whether there's a miscommunication or over-communication perhaps, but either way Brazil do have a throw-in here midway inside the Morocco half to be taken by Alex Telles. Vinicius, loose touch, and Morocco have the ball back, so no harm done by Hakimi and Nahi. And here's Mazraoui on the left hand side, lining the edge of his own penalty area. The Bayern Munich man. Bit of a rash challenge by Ronnie, but Mazraoui rides it, and away come Morocco. Here comes Hakimi now on the right hand side, up over halfway. Hakimi to Unahi. Ziyech hugging the touchline, back to Hakimi. Ziyech again. Oh, lovely bit interchange of pass to Unahi. Now has space just ahead of the box. Unahi looks for Nesri in the box. He's forced wide, but he'll give it back here now to El Kanous. Plays a 1-2 with Unahi. El Kanous now. There's Hakimi's in space in the box. Ziyech, lovely pass and triangles by Morocco. And now here's Mazraoui in the edge of the box. Good challenge though by Andre Santos, and away come Brazil. With some lovely build-up play there by Morocco. Now they're going to be caught out by Brazil's counter-attack. Rodrigo almost loses control, but keeps it in on the right. Rodrigo will go back again, go Brazil to Eder Militao. Now Paqueta right on the centre spot, the West Ham midfielder. Alex Telles now. Some really nice build-up play there from Morocco. You can tell there's some real lovely teamwork there, but that's a loose pass, and Brazil have it back in midfield, and then Amrabat with a really rash challenge on Alex Telles. Lovely skill there though by Paqueta to go round him, but Sadok Selmi, our referee, says that's a free kick. He'll go back for it. And here's Vinicius into the feet of Andre Santos, a youngster. Nice flick. Now here's Casemiro to Rodrigo, but he loses out with Auger, and Amrabat comes away with it. Amrabat's still going. Nice pass here. Now here's El Kanous. El Kanous into the feet of Buffal, who's central now, 30 yards out from goal. Has Nesri in front of him, uses him, looks for Nesri, but the pass is too long, and Weverton comes out of his goal. But Nesri with a thumbs up. You can see what Morocco were trying to do there. They really are playing some lovely football here, Morocco. The side, like I said, shocked the world, becoming the first African side ever to reach a World Cup semi-final, as they made it all the way to the last four in Qatar before falling to runners-up France, and they ended up having to settle for fourth after Croatia, the side who dumped Brazil out of the World Cup at the quarterfinals, defeated them in the third place playoff. But still, heroes in Morocco. An incredible World Cup performance that really nobody saw coming, and if you did and you put some money on it, I think you'd have been a richer person for it. Now here comes Brazil on the right hand side. Emerson Royal midway inside the Moroccan half, uses Rodrigo. Brazil interchanging positions so much it's difficult to tell sometimes who's in the ball, which must be even more difficult to defend. There's Hakimi though. Oh, lovely. Oh, under pressure there from Andre Santos, but he just chested that down as if nobody was there. Really cool from Hakimi, but his pass is loose in the end, and Brazil have it back now with Casemiro just inside his own half. Looks up for options ahead of him, but instead we'll just roll it back to Eder Militao, and now Paqueta and Ibanez. Paqueta again. Brazil just patiently looking for space here. Samba boys. Paqueta, lovely, into Rodrigo now on the left hand side. Gives it to Andre Santos. The youngster, as I said, who's joining Chelsea. There's a lovely crossfield pass. Finds Emerson Royal in the right hand corner of the penalty area. Under pressure and loses out to Buffal. And now away comes Sofiane Buffal. Forced backwards though, and uses his captain Roman Saiz, who's inside the box. As I said about Andre Santos, 18-year-old. Another hot prospect off the production line in Brazil. signed with Chelsea in January, but was loaned back to his club Vasco da Gama, who he helped win promotion back into the top tier in Brazil, having the famous Rio club having dropped into the second division last season. But he was a big part in helping them back. Lovely ball at the top here now. They're looking for Ronnie. Ronnie's going to get there. No, he's not. He's going to skip off the slightly damp surface and go out for a goal kick. But the right idea, and Morocco almost caught out there. But for the moisture on the surface, that could have been very different. But a lovely looking pass from Eder Militao as we get a good look round this packed stadium here in Tangier tonight. As Morocco look to play it in the back again. Bono, much like the man who's sitting on the bench for Brazil, Ederson, making himself available to be an option for the ball at feet. But Brazil have now won it back. Brazil now won it back in the edge of the box. Down goes Casemiro looking for a foul, nothing given. Vinicius looking for a foul, also nothing given. But risky play from Morocco, but Brazil can't capitalise. And away come the host, Boufal. Strange looking pass, but finds Hakimi on the right hand side. Now Ziyech midway inside the Brazil half. Unahi. Back to Ziyech, slowing it down. Lovely crossfield pass over Ziyech. Picks out Boufal, lovely. Boufal on the edge of the box, has space, hits a shot right footed. Oh, just past the post. Sofiane Boufal inches away from giving Morocco the lead. And that's a beautiful crossfield pass by Hakim Ziyech. Much like that famous one we hit for Ajax against Bayern Munich. That was the first one I thought of, that beautiful crossfield pass. He did it again. And this time, the shot, just past the post. My goodness, it was actually Mazraoui, the left back, getting forward. He had space at the edge of the box, tried to curl one and almost glanced the post. Weverton was sweating over that one. So close to an opener there as we played just under 25 minutes at the Stade Ibn Batouta. Morocco 0, Brazil 0 on flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app. Flicked on there now looking for Vinicius, and he's trying to get goal side of size, but Bono comes out confidently and calmly. But that's a terrible pass from Bono. He's given away to Ronnie. Ronnie is blocked and it's come back here now for Brazil and saved again by Bono, and he claims a rebound. Chaos. Well, Morocco, really, if you're a Moroccan fan, it's heart in the mouth stuff, and almost cost him a goal. That Bono, far too lackadaisical, around 3 Brazilian players swarming around him. The initial effort from Ronnie was blocked on his way back to goal from Bono, so he did recover. And then the rebound, I think it was Casemiro it fell for. He tried to chip it over the backtracking Bono, and he just got enough of a touch to take the sting out of it and collect it, as Ziyech now wins a free kick off of Alex Telles around 30 yards out the right hand side. But almost calamity there from Bono, as he almost cost his side a goal there, but instead he ends up making up for it. And now after that foul, temperature's getting a little bit heated here. Alex Telles did not agree with it. And Vinicius Jr., it looked to me like he went chest to chest with our Tunisian official here. And after seeing what happened with Alexander Mitrovic in the FA Cup tie at Old Trafford last weekend, he didn't be very careful. You can see Telles' frustration as Ziyech does almost run into him. As we look again here, Bono's pass, it was actually blocked by Rodrigo, came to Ronnie, good save made by Bono, and then when the ball dropped again for Casemiro, he had to settle himself before shooting, and Bono was able to get a glove on it and block it. But wow, goodness gracious me, almost disaster striking there for for Morocco. Almost a lead for Brazil, but instead we played 25 minutes here and it's still 0-0. And unfortunately now that we've just lost our feed here to Le Grand Stade in Tangier. Hopefully we'll recover that, but it isn't goalless here as we speak between Morocco and Brazil. But it's saying there that Bono, with a bit of a lax play at the back, almost costing his side. But as we say here, with our feed to Le Grand Stade appears to have dropped, so we'll hopefully return shortly whenever an offside there, but Youssef En-Nesyri, the Sevilla forward, is celebrating the opening goal for Morocco as Le Grand Stade erupts here in Tangier. It's Morocco 1, Brazil 0, and I was talking there about Morocco playing out from the back dangerously. It was Brazil who did it this time, and it has cost them dearly as Youssef En-Nesyri gets the finish. Weverton got a touch on it in goal but couldn't keep it out. Enough power in it from En-Nesyri, and Morocco lead 1-0 here. As we look at it again, it was ZH bombing forward down the right hand side. He got close to goal, absolutely clattered. I thought it was a free kick. Brazil won the ball back, sloppy around the back there. It's Emerson Royal who loses it, and in the end the ball's popped into the feet of En-Nesyri, and it's actually Sofiane Boufal. My apologies to him. It's him who gets the opening goal here. He got the touch, a slight deflection off the goalkeeper, set up nicely by El Khanous. El Khanous could have been greedy and hit the shot himself, but instead he squares it back to his teammate Sofiane Boufal. Not the most powerful shot in the world, but the deflection enough to take it past Weverton. And despite Brazil's protestations against something, unclear really what, it is 1-0 to Morocco, and the stands are ablaze with red and white smoke and flares again as Le Grand Stade erupts here in Tangier. After 30 minutes, it's Morocco 1, Brazil 0, and well, it's come from defensive error from Brazil. Emerson Royal trying to be too cute, playing the ball out from the back. It almost cost Morocco a moment ago. It does cost Brazil this time, and Brazil's proud record against African sides was broken at the World Cup by Cameroon, only their second defeat in 38 games against African opposition, as there's a free kick given against El Khanous. And now El Khanous has ended up on the ground, and things are getting a little bit heated here as we're having a bit of a argy-bargy in the middle of the pitch. Everyone's getting involved here. I didn't think that really was deserving of that, but Brazil clearly letting their frustration show here. It was Eder Militao who didn't agree with something being said or done there, as Ramon Menezes stands hands on hips looking solemn. And Brazil need to be very careful that they don't let their heads go here. They're a goal down, and now Eder Militao has taken exception to something that's been said. It was his side that got the free kick, so I'm not sure what on earth could have been said or done that could have initiated such a response, as now he and Bilal El Khanous hug it out under the watchful eye of the referee. It was actually after the foul. El Khanous was trying to be a little bit too clever with the ball, and Eder Militao took exception to that, pushed him to the ground, and then it all got a little bit heated briefly. But we're back underway here as Brazil now look to find that equaliser after Sofiane Boufal has given Morocco the lead after half an hour here at home in front of this raucous crowd. What a momentous occasion this would be if Morocco were to hold on against the world number one here at home. Still a long way to go, but this place is rocking as Brazil now try to find their way back into this. Emerson Royal, nice skill out in the right to keep the ball, and in the end he clashes with El Khanous, and it's a foul against the Genk midfielder. And it was Emerson Royal who, his lackadaisical passing fight from the back, that cost Brazil dear in the end, as he tried to pass it out, was blocked. Loose ball fell to El Khanous, who unselfishly squared it across goal for Sofiane Boufal, and his deflected effort wrong footing Weverton for a 1-0 Morocco lead. It's been a very even game, but it's the hosts that lead now. Brazil looking to get back into it with the ball forward for Vinicius, but Bono comes out and then drops it. Goodness me, not the first time the Sevilla goalkeeper has had Moroccan fans' hearts in their mouths, but a massive Mexican wave was going around the stadium, so I'm not sure they even noticed that one. Flashscore.co.uk here from Le Grand Stade in Tangier. Morocco 1, Brazil 0. What an incredible result this would be. Brazil now coming forward. That looks like a foul there by Alger on Ronnie. It is indeed. So a free kick goes the way of Brazil. And midway inside the Moroccan half. Casemiro over it and immediately gets us underway. Plays it crossfield to Emerson Royal. He cuts in field, gives it to Santos. And now here's Ibanez. Ibanez still plays a 1-2 with Casemiro and then gets it back again. Ibanez in the centre circle. Casemiro again. They're playing their own little game here. Casemiro floats it towards the back post. Ronnie's waiting. Ronnie heads it back across goal. It's Vinicius. Oh, to the bar from Rodrigo. Great chance for Brazil to equalise. Lovely build-up play. Casemiro playing that ball in behind for Ronnie, who'd made a good run to stay onside. He nodded it back across goal, and Rodrigo running onto it, but just leaning back, blasted over the bar. And Bono could watch it clear his crossbar easily. This crowd here is in party mode. The flashlights and the phones are out now. Still a long way to go, but they really are enjoying themselves here. Like I said before, this is their first chance to welcome home their heroes after January's African Nations Championship games were forfeited by Morocco after travel issues. They have really impressed so far, more than Brazil's match, but then again they went further than them in the World Cup. Ball back to Bono again. Amrabat, they played really risky stuff, but it was Brazil who were caught out for the opener. Emerson Royal trying to be too cute, playing out from the back, surrounded by red shirts, and in the end Boufal with the finish via deflection, and he clatters into Eder Militao there. It looked a pretty fair challenge, and I think the referee agrees. Sliding tackle, the turf is getting damp. It's not raining, unless it's just a little bit of the late evening here in Tangier making the pitch damp, but Morocco have the ball back in midfield with Unahi, and then Hakimi goes all the way back to Bono. Now Alger clips it down the right hand touchline looking for En-Nesyri, but the ball will break in the end for the Sevilla man. Here comes En-Nesyri down the right hand side, has Ziyech with him. Yusuf En-Nesyri now 1-on-1 with Ibanez, gets the better of him. En-Nesyri to the byline, gets across, it's Ziyech inside the box. Ziyech left footed, oh, he screws a shot wide. Great chance for Hakim Ziyech. He puts his hands over his mouth, he knows it. Lovely build up play by En-Nesyri, bustling down the touchline, getting the better of Ibanez, getting to the byline. He squared it back for Ziyech, who had time to take a touch before hitting a left footed shot just from the left of goal, aiming for Weverton's top corner. In the end he screwed it past the post. Not a gimme, but a really good chance there. But Morocco will not be perturbed. They really have their tails up here now. They're coming down the left hand side with Mazraoui. Mazraoui now to Boufal. A couple of steps forward into Mazraoui. He continues running the box. Just a shot deflected. Just past the post. And I think it took a deflection. He's claiming it definitely took a deflection there. Unahi's shot in the end surely was deflected wide. I could see it from here. Yeah, it came off of. Let me see who that is. It's a Brazilian defender. It's Militao. Clearly takes a deflection, but our referee did not see it as such. And now Brazil can come away down the left hand side. They're not out of this by any stretch. Vinicius tries to get the better of Hakimi, and the PSG match challenge is too physical for our referee's liking. And it's going to be a free kick to Brazil, just to the left hand side, around 10 yards from the byline. Yeah, it's a body check there by Hakimi, just looking to get this chance for Ziyech. It's actually a lovely touch by Boufal to put it into the path of the Chelsea man. I didn't even see that initially. And Ziyech, not the easiest of chances, but you'll be thinking he should have done better with that one, but he didn't. And now Brazil, free kick here. Rodrigo and Alex Tellez are over it, and unfortunately that looks like a laser pen being pointed in their direction. That's never what you want to see, but they're over this free kick. A wall there made up by Bilal El Khanous and Hakim Ziyech from Morocco, just outside the penalty area. This is a really dangerous position for Brazil. Tellez with his hand up. Rodrigo. Tellez takes it left footed, crosses it in onto the penalty spot, headed away well by Alger. Comes out to Vinicius, now Paqueta outside the box, steadies, clips it in, headed away again, this time by Mazraoui. Brazil do pick up the ball again with Paqueta, who knocks it skyward into the box. Rodrigo gets a touch now. Ronnie at the byline gets the cross in, deflected. He goes to the ground, no foul given. A bit chaotic here, and in the end Morocco will come away with it with Unahi and Ziyech. El Khanous are going to pass away into trouble here, Morocco, and instead they pass away into trouble, and it's a throw into Brazil. Morocco couldn't escape from their corner there, and Brazil have a throw in to be taken by Alex Telles. He throws it back to Paqueta. Just over 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining this first half here in Tangier. Morocco 1, Brazil 0. Sofiane Boufal's goal. After around half an hour here, the difference between the two sides fairly even, but that goal has got this place rocking. And Ramon Menezes, it may only be a friendly, I keep saying it's a friendly in name only. Ziyech, another crossfield ball, asking Boufal to chase, but Emerson Royal beat him to it. Royal had the chance to head it back, doesn't, and in the end he's let out of jail as Boufal fouls him. But Emerson Royal, who, like I said, was at fault for conceding the goal, or conceding the ball deep in his own half for the goal. He had more than one chance to either nod it back or pass it back to his goalkeeper. He decided not to, and Boufal in the end got him out of jail with a foul. So just having another look here, that sustained period of pressure by Brazil. And Morocco have won it back again with Ziyech. And both sides have been careless in possession. Both sides have looked very good in possession, very creative at times, but other times very careless. Brazil win it back again here. Now Ronnie is on his bike down the right hand side. The Palmeiras man gets to that ball. Ronnie gets a cross in, deflected. Amrabat sticks a leg out at it and clears. And it's the clearance put on by Boufal. Now Vinicius has it on the left hand side, cuts back. Vinicius on his right foot gets a cross in. Can he catch Bono off his line? He nearly did. I don't know if that was his intention, but Vinicius in the end had Bono scrambling, but it goes over his crossbar and no harm done in the end. I'm not sure I'll say whether that was a cross or a shot. I think it was a shot, because there's not really many yellow shirts to aim at there from Vinicius. He tried to clip it in towards the back post. Had Bono backpedaling, but in the end it didn't trouble the Moroccan goal net. So 41 minutes played here at the Stade Ibn Battuta in Tangier. It's Morocco 1, Brazil 0. I said earlier, Brazil lost 1-0 to Cameroon in that dead rubber group game at the World Cup. That was only their second ever defeat to African opposition, incidentally their first ever at a World Cup. Now they're in danger of losing to Morocco if they don't up their game here. But both sides have been loose, have been open at times. Both sides have been very entertaining to watch, and at other times it would almost give you heart palpitations watching them. And it was an error from Emerson Royal losing the ball deep inside his own half that allowed Morocco to pounce. Sofiane Boufal eventually, and his shot deflected past Weverton, as we're going to get our first yellow card of the game actually, and that's going to go to Bilal El Kanous for his foul on Andres Santos. Now the 18-year-old from Vasco da Gama, I said he's one of the hottest prospects out of Brazil. He will be joining Chelsea. He's been loaned back to Vasco after helping them return to where they belong in the top flight in Brazil last season. But on his debut here, you have to say he has been quite quiet. Not quite the game to ease you in. A friendly, yes, but in the word, in the name only. A raucous atmosphere here in Tangier. And Rodrigo delivers a free kick towards the back post. Ibanez is almost getting on the end of it. He's claiming he had his shirt held by Auger, but nothing doing. It's going to skip off the surface for a goal kick. Whoa, close, very close. But Ibanez just couldn't stretch enough. The man who's been partnering Chris Smalling at the back for Roma this season under Jose Mourinho to great effect, and only his second cap for his country. He was inches away from making contact there. Ramon Menezes in interim charge as Brazil's side after Tite's resignation. They are still number, despite that disastrous World Cup quarter-final exit on penalties to Croatia. They are still number one in the world. They are still the Copa America holders. So he has a big shoes to fill after Tite's departure. Incidentally, speaking of Croatia, Wales scoring a 93rd minute equaliser in Split earlier this evening to earn a 1-1 draw against Croatia in the first game of their Euro 2024 qualifying campaign, as Andres Santos now concedes another foul. Morocco take it quickly now. Here's Unahi at the right hand side near the corner, blocked by Alex Tellez. It'll just go out for a throw in around 5 yards from the byline. So, good day for the home nation. Scotland defeating Cyprus 3-0 earlier this afternoon at Hampden Park. Scott McTominay coming off the bench and scoring 2. That's not often something you see. His Manchester United midfield partner Casemiro, captaining Brazil here as he just sees that ball out for a goal kick. And Croatia, the side that knocked Brazil out of the World Cup, led for a long period of their qualifier with Wales in Split this afternoon, before Ipswich Town's Nathan Broadhead, substitute coming off the bench for Rob Page, equalising. It could be a crucial point for Wales. You really look at that, it's probably Wales' toughest game in that group, and they've managed to come away with a point in game 1. So we're just about to hit the 45-minute mark here in Tangier. It's Morocco 1, Brazil 0. Sofiane Boufal's goal on the 30th minute, after Emerson Royal was caught lacking at the back. The difference, both sides have played some good football, but both sides have been extremely loose in this raucous atmosphere in front of 60,000 in the Moroccan capital. Now we're into stoppage time here now, and that almost was a good ball, but Boufal slips as he went to chase it. So we're into 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. And I have to say it has been a very entertaining first half, I will say that. Brazil hoping this is their first game, both these sides' first game since the World Cup. Brazil will be looking to recover after that exit, but this is their only game they're playing this international window. Morocco, as I said, will be facing Peru on Tuesday night at Atletico Madrid's Wanda Metropolitano Stadium in another friendly. But they lead here, and Brazil win the throw-in midway inside the half as that ball came off the goal scorer Sofiane Boufal of Al Rayyan in Saudi Arabia, formerly of Southampton. They've really fulfilled in it what that potentially has. And the hosts lead at 1-0 at the break. Sofiane Boufal's half-hour goal, the difference. Both sides playing some attractive football, but also playing a little bit loose, and it was that loose play at the back from Brazil, Emerson Royal, that allowed Morocco the chance to take the lead, which they did. Boufal's deflected effort, the difference. And Morocco started the second half, and much the same they have the first, but a foul there on Unahi midway inside his own half will give them a chance to relieve any early pressure at the beginning of the second half. So as I said, no changes at the break, which is unusual for a game of this nature, but both sides taking it very seriously here. If you said to somebody before the game, maybe only a fair weather fan or somebody who didn't watch the World Cup, and said one of these teams were knocked out of the quarter-final, the other was semi-final, well, lovely bit of skill here, just so I know on that, from Achraf Hakimi. He's charging down the right hand side, now uses the goal scorer Boufal on his right, back to Hakimi now, he's in the edge of the box. Achraf Hakimi, looking for a pass, it'll come out a strike, and it's wide of goal from Hakim Ziyech, who was dangerous in that first half. He came striding onto that ball around 30 yards out, but his shot never troubled Weverton in the Brazil goal. So as I was saying, if you'd told somebody that one of these sides was in the quarter-final and was semi-finalist, I would have said you'd probably guess Brazil made it further, but Morocco, of course, were the semi-finalists. Brazil, though, still number one in the world, but even though, like I said, no competitive points or knockout at play here, that a defeat today could go a long way to change that. There's an effort to the edge of the box. What a save by Bono. A snapshot out of nothing there by Rodrigo. A wonderful volley. And Bono dives to his right to tip it round the post. There's the first chance of the second half. Arguably Brazil's best one so far. And it came out of nothing. A loose ball fell to the feet of Rodrigo, who set himself up for a volley. And Bono had to dive to his right to tip it round the post. Now here's Rodrigo, who's going to take the corner himself. There's that unfortunate green laser pen out again, and it comes right on top of the goalkeeper, headed away, but actually the last touch ended up coming off Ronnie there. So it's a goal kick to Morocco, the debutant striker from Palmeiras. It was Nesri back doing some defensive work who won the header, but he headed it off the back of Ronnie's head and out for a goal kick, which Morocco will take short to their captain Roman Saiz of Besiktas, formerly of Wolves. Now out comes Mazraoui, formerly of Ajax, now Bayern Munich, and down goes the Moroccan player, but it is a free kick. A late whistle there by our Tunisian referee Sadok Selmi, and almost threatening to bubble over again there. It did a couple of times in the first half. There was some tempers flaring, but none that time. So to say, no changes at half time here. So Morocco are Bono in goal as their ball's been knocked around midfield. Almost broke there for Nesri. Now Ziyech, he fouls. I think Brazil have got away with one there. He fouls Ibanez, and away come Brazil. More than the teams in a minute. Here's Vinicius now down the left hand side for Brazil, approaching the penalty area. Cuts in field, Aguirre with a good tackle, and then Ziyech will come away with a loose ball and wins a throw in for Morocco. So Moroccan team, Bono in goal, across the back Hakimi, Aguirre, Saiz, Mazraoui. In midfield Amrabat, El Khanous and Unahi, and up front the goal scorer Boufal, Ziyech and Nesri for Brazil. It's Weverton, Emerson Royal, Militao, Ibanez and Tellez. Midfield Casemiro, Andre Santos and Lucas Paqueta. Up front Rodrigo, Vinicius and Ronnie. Now here comes Morocco on the right hand side. Nice pass into the box. Mazraoui gets in the box, cuts it back, intercepted by Militao, and he coolly dishes it off to to Emerson Royal, who knocks it away long, but comes back to Amrabat 40 yards out from goal. Nice pass, finds the shot from Boufal on the corner of the penalty area, blocked, and now Brazil come away with it with Vinicius, one of three Real Madrid men in the Brazil starting lineup. Here's Casemiro, terrible pass. Mazraoui intercepts with ease and comes trotting over halfway and gives it to Boufal on the left hand side, the goal scorer today, to Amrabat. Saiz confidently sprays that ball right to Hakimi. And here's Ziyech. Hakimi on the overlap. Lovely weighted ball from Ziyech. Finds Hakimi. Good sliding challenge by Paqueta. He left his feet there. It was dangerous, but he won it well. And it's still at the cost of a throw-in to Morocco. Lovely link-up play between Ziyech and Hakimi down the right-hand side. They've been dangerous all evening. And this raucous crowd is getting right into this game again. Not a seat or standing room to be found at Le Grand Stade here in Tangier. 50 minutes played here on flashscore.co.uk and mobile app. Thank you for listening along with us this international friendly tonight. Morocco 1, Brazil 0. And Brazil will need to get on the score sheet or else they are going to lose for the second time in 4 months to African opposition, having only done so once before in their history. But with the quality in this lineup, you wouldn't bet against them. Though it is a very young squad for Ramon Menezes in his first game since taking over from Tite. A lot of youthful players, a lot of players based in Brazil. That's a dreadful pass there by Roger Ibanez. He passes it out of play for a throw-in. And looks like Morocco are going to make the first sub of the game. It's going to be Achraf Hakimi who's going to be withdrawn here, perhaps in agreement with Paris Saint-Germain over his playing time, because he has been excellent so far, but just over 5 minutes in the second half he is going to be withdrawn. And we'll see here now who is going to replace him. So an enterprising half and a bit from Achraf Hakimi as he takes the applause from both his manager and every single person inside this stadium as he departs. And his replacement is going to be Yahya Attiat. So Yahya Attiat will replace Achraf Hakimi for Morocco. And throw in here to Brazil right on halfway as Casemiro plays it back to Ibanez, and now Eder Militao on halfway. Clips the ball, lovely ball forward there. Finds Emerson Royal, but he can't get past Attiat, his first action in the game, but the ball will break again for Andres Santos. Now Casemiro, Vinicius, Casemiro again, and good tackle by Amrabat, and he'll come away with it. Sofiane Amrabat chasing away, and Ronnie, in his attempts to win the ball back, has fouled the Fiorentina midfielder. That's going to be a free kick right on halfway, and a booking for the Brazil debutant, who, while not having a disastrous debut, certainly I'm sure would have imagined last night his debut to be going better than what it is. Looking here at Bono's fantastic save just after the break from Rodrigo's snap volley outside the box. But Morocco comfortable in possession here. Saiz to Oguer, the West Ham man. Unahi. Ziyech. That's Mazraoui who switched in the right back here. Now Mazraoui's got forward on the right hand side, cuts it back to El Khanous. Oh, it's a heavy touch by El Khanous, and across comes Militao to nick it off him, but now Mazraoui wins it back. He's been fantastic too. There's a left footed shot blocked from Nesri. It'll come back to the Sevilla man. Now Unahi going to hit a shot from distance. Weverton spills it and thankfully comes out to nobody in a red shirt, and Brazil can clear. But some good attempts there from Morocco as Weverton's forced into a save, and Brazil now come away. But it's a foul by Rodrigo, who laughs in frustration as he's adjudged to have fouled Saiz. And Morocco trying to come forward again. So, as I was saying there, Noussair Mazraoui, the Bayern Munich man who operated at left back in the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second, after Hakimi's withdrawal for Attiat, who's a natural left back. In the end, now Mazraoui has switched on the right flank and is immediately causing danger down there. Now Brazil in possession here, Andres Santos, the 18-year-old. Now that's a dreadful pass. Telegraphed straight into the path of Oguer. Now away come Morocco. Boufal on the left hand side has a Nesri making a run the middle. Nah, he plays it too late, and then Nesri knows he's offside and doesn't touch it, and will let the ball roll through to Weverton, who bowls it underarm Back out of play and to Eder Militao, right footed, a lovely pass now. He sent Vinicius on his bike, he gets to it, Auger covering him, but Vinicius step over into the box. Vinicius to the byline and looking for a man in the middle, but Ronnie couldn't get there. The ball will be kept in the far side though by Emerson Royal, so Brazil still with possession. Now here's Paqueta. Casemiro's cross to the back post. Here's Vinicius. Straight from the edge of the box, good block by Amrabat. And away by El Canus. Now, here comes Morocco and Nesri up the middle. Oh, crucial interception by Eder Militao. Oh, had he not got that in, Nesri was straight through one-on-one with Weverton, but coolly dealt with by the Real Madrid centre half. There's Andre Santos. Stands on the ball in midfield and then gives it back to Ibanez. Gives it back to Santos. He clips it out right for Ronnie. Looking to play 1-2 with Vinicius, but Saiz gets to it. And Brazil will have to build from the back again. Eder Militao now. To Ibanez right on halfway. Alex Tellez. Now out left here now with Rodrigo. Nice touch into Casemiro. There's Andres Santos looking for Vinicius, can't find him. And it's cleared away again by Auger, and Brazil will force to build from the back again. There's Paqueta, lovely right footed pass, searching, finds Emerson Royal right in the right hand corner of the penalty area, in the feet of Ronnie, back to Emerson Royal on the edge of the box. Emerson Royal has a strike with Santos, two shot blocked, it'll come back to Ronnie, he smashes a goal by good block by Roman Saiz out for a corner. I think his goalkeeper had that covered anyway, but the captain sliding in front of his goalkeeper and deflecting Ronnie's shot behind for a corner. That's more like it from Brazil. Good sustained period of pressure from the Seleção, and it's going to be a corner to be taken here by Rodrigo, a right-footed outswinger from the Real Madrid man. Plenty of yellow DM out in the middle, in it comes. Header won away by Mazraoui, and Boufal completes the clearance. Now Ziyech comes away. Boufal was fouled, but nothing doing as a referee. Looked like he was fouled. And there's another loose pass, so Morocco have it back, and lovely cool play there by El Canus to step over that ball and come away with it. Now in Nesri trying to find Boufal, but plays him short, and Brazil will bring it back now with Ronnie on the right hand side. He slips, and Saiz will win the throw in off of Ronnie, who protests that with the linesman, but nothing doing as a throw in to Morocco midway inside their own half. So just before the hour mark here in Tangier, a bit more of an entertaining few minutes or so there, both sides with chances on goal. A long range effort there by Onahi from Morocco for a couple of chances of Brazil, a bit more sustained period of pressure from Brazil, but still it remains just before the hour. Morocco 1, Brazil 0. Sofiane Boufal's goal and half hour difference. Now here's Vinicius, gets into the box, dancing around Vinicius. Saiz puts an end to his run, but at the cost of a corner. So more pressure here from Brazil. Vinicius dancing feet into the box. He's so good at that. A real old school Brazilian player when he gets going, puts the head down and just runs straight at the defence. And sometimes it really is the most effective way. Some defences don't know how to deal with it. Now Rodrigo is going to take the corner, right-footed in swinger for Brazil. In it comes. Header one at the front post, gets to the back post there. Oh, and dear me, Paqueta couldn't get it out from under his feet. And in the end, it's Auger who swipes at it clear. Lucas Paqueta, I don't think he was expecting that ball to reach him, and when it did, he couldn't get it under control. And Auger was able to get rid, but it's a throw in to Brazil. Emerson Royal will take it. That's a poor touch there by Andre Santos. Oh, and he's fouled. Oh, again getting away lucky there, I think, as Nesri bundled into the back of him. So there's a free kick to Brazil midway inside the Moroccan half. As we hit minute number 60 here. The ball clipped into the box by Ibanez. Header well won though by Saiz. Casemiro back in. Saiz back out again. Casemiro back in. Vinicius now into Ronnie. Here's Ronnie. Oh, what a tackle by Roman Saiz. He has been everywhere these past few minutes, getting in the way of every Brazilian attack, and that time he stretched every fibre was being and puts it out for a corner as Ronnie tried to bring the ball under control inside the box. So the Morocco captain Really putting his body line. As we look here again, his chance for Paqueta. Yeah, it surprises him. It bobbles off his shins, and as he tries to take it under control, Naif Ogier takes it away from him. So in actual fact, Roman Saiz won a sided goal kick, as the last touch did end up coming off Ronnie, but still great defending. But another more risky play, but Mazraoui gets a lucky bounce, and away come Morocco, but only as far now, and it's back into Brazil. There's Rodrigo, Vinicius in the corner of the box, Vinicius to the back post, Paqueta first time, oh he misses it, hits that one badly, and it will bobble out for a goal kick. Another chance there by Lucas Paqueta. You'd expect him to do more with that one. Coming onto it, trying to strike the volley inside the box, just got his footwork all wrong, and in the end barely made contact, and it's a goal kick to Morocco. So going to be a double sub here for Brazil, as the Manchester United man Anthony is getting himself ready on the bench. I can see another yellow shirt down there, I'm not sure whose it was, but Anthony is getting himself ready to come on here for Brazil. So we're just going to look at that Lucas Paqueta chance again there. It was far from his best effort, you will say, the West Ham United midfielder. So Anthony's getting ready, as is, I say there's another yellow shirt down there. We're still struggling to identify who that is. It's actually looks like it's going to be Rafael Veiga, another Palmeiras man. So that would, unless Ronnie is one of those to be withdrawn, that would be 3 Palmeiras men on the pitch. Now away come Brazil. Again with Rodrigo, he's fouled by Buffal, who doesn't agree with the decision, but it's another free kick to Brazil just inside the Moroccan half. They're away quickly here. Andre Santos trying to get through, and no foul given. The referee waves it away, and Morocco can break now. El Canus on Ohio, good interception there by Ibanez, but now he's found himself a little bit out of position, and he's forced to chase down a Moroccan player and concedes a foul on halfway against Hakim Ziyech. So Roger Ibanez eventually conceding the foul. Actually, it's going to be a triple sub for Brazil. There's a third man down there, again unidentifiable from the quick shot we got there at the bench, but we'll soon let you know what those changes are. But it will appear here just after the hour mark that Ramon Menezes is readying a triple sub for the Samba boys. Not much Samba football played this evening, I must say, but they win the ball back here. There's Ronnie. Oh, what a tackle by Saiz. Up ends Ronnie, but still going here are Brazil. Emerson Royal clips it into the back post looking for Vinicius, and a header well won by Ogier, and that's the way for a throw in to Brazil. A thumping tackle again by Roman Saiz. He has been everywhere today. That upended Ronnie, and we're going to have 5 people coming on here, so bear with me as I try and figure out who's who. 2 Moroccan subs and 3 Brazilian subs. So the first Moroccan withdrawn is going to be Bilal El Canus, who has been excellent today, the youngster. Really busy performance in midfield from the Genk midfielder. So he is going to be withdrawn. And we're actually looking at a man down here in a grey suit. He's trying to tell the fourth official who's coming on. I'm not even sure he knows what's going on here. So we didn't get it at half time, but now we're getting that empty on the bench. So it's El Canus and his midfield partner Azzedine Ounahi, another youngster. 2 very accomplished performances in midfield today. Coming on as Imran Louza and Abdel Hamid Sabiri for Morocco. So Sabiri and Louza are on in midfield for El Canus and Ounahi. So Ronnie is going to be one of those men withdrawn. A busy performance by the Palmeiras striker, but without any fruitful end, and he's going to be replaced by Anthony, the Manchester United man. He'll join his teammate Casemiro on the pitch. And we'll see who the other is. Well, whoever it is not. They're taking their time coming off. It's going to be Rodrigo, who, again, much like most of Brazil, so much like Ronnie, has been busy enough but with no real end product. So Rodrigo is going to be withdrawn. We're going to have Ronnie, Rodrigo and Andre Santos all coming off. We already know Anthony is coming on. The other 2 men coming on then, Rafael Veiga and Vitor Roque for Brazil. So the emptying of the bench here comes for Brazil after around 65 minutes. So to recap there for Brazil: Andre Santos, Rodrigo and Ronnie all withdrawn. Anthony, Vitor Roque and Rafael Vega coming off the bench for them. For Morocco, it's Liza and Salibi who are replacing El Kanous and Unahi in midfield. As the ball forward, immediately looking for Vega, is hit way too long. You wouldn't have caught that one if you had a motorbike. So that's not a great start there as Emerson Royal lifts a hand to apologise for that. So for those of you just joining us here on flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app, it's Morocco 1, Brazil 0 in this marquee friendly here at a packed Stade Ivan Batuta in Tangier. Sofiane Boufal's goal on half an hour. The difference between the two sides, both of them playing pretty loose and free, and a fairly even game. Brazil certainly not setting, neither side really setting the world alight, but Morocco having the edge so far. Brazil, I would say, have edged the second half so far, but nothing by way of goals. As Ibanez tries to shepherd that out for a throw in, but under pressure by Ziyech, but across comes Eder Militao to cover, and he gets it back from Weverton. So Militao now trying to build from the back from Brazil. Paqueta, terrible pass, intercepted, but he wins it back well with a strong challenge there on Boufal. Now here's Emerson Royal coming forward. On the right hand side, doubles back, gives it to Paqueta. Paqueta, lovely ball, almost finds Vega, the substitute, but intercepted well. Saiss again, what a monumental performance by Ramon Saiss. And Anthony flicked that ball up against Sofiane Amrabat, looking for a penalty, but nothing given. There's a strike from inside the box. Bono, oh, he's let it slip. A dreadful error by Bono, and it's Casemiro's strike who has let under his arms for an equaliser for Brazil. And it's a horrible way to concede the equaliser for Bono, as Casemiro's long-range hitting hope squirms under his arms and silences the Stade Ibn Batuta. And after 66 minutes, Brazil have their equaliser. It's their captain Casemiro, but a dreadful error by Bono. He'll not want to see that one again, the Sevilla goalkeeper, as he lets it slip underneath his body, and it's not hit with much power from Casemiro. In fact, really, Bono should be able to throw his cap on that one, but instead he lets it squirm under his body into the back of the net, and we have an equaliser for Brazil here in Tangier after 66 minutes. It's Casemiro. Oh dear, that's a real, the old saying, it's a real video nasty there for Bono. Not one he'll want to see again, and Brazil have huffed and puffed today, and in the end it's a bit of bad fortune for the Moroccan goalkeeper that gets Ramon Menezes' side back into the game. So it was an error from Emerson Royal that led to Morocco's opener, and now all that spotlight sadly shining on Bono now. But it's Casemiro's goal, the Manchester United man, the Brazil captain, who has equalised for them after 67 minutes. The ball back at the feet of Bono, who gets rid of that as quick as he can, not looking quite as comfortable on the ball now, but a flick on there looking for Nesri, but Militao gets to it, and Ibanez prevents it from going out for a throw. And no, he didn't actually. That's poor control from Roger Ibanez. So it'll be a throw in to Morocco midway inside the Brazil half as they look to answer back. You do have to say, probably at the minute, the game being level is just about fair, but heartbreaking way for Morocco to concede there. That howler from Bono, but free kick now to Morocco midway inside their own half for a foul on Hakim Ziyech, who has been on the receiving end of a bit of harsh treatment from the Brazil defence all evening really. But it's a free kick to be taken here. He'll get up and dust himself down to take it left footed. In swinging it will be from the Chelsea man. Around 35 yards out, red and yellow shirts lined up on the edge of the box. In it comes from Ziyech. It's a dangerous looking ball headed away by Casemiro, back doing his defensive duties now. That was a dangerous ball and had to be dealt with. And Achtat will go back to his goalkeeper under pressure from Anthony, but will sweep that ball forward. Boufal wins it well, and shields it well from Emerson Royal, who looks for a free kick but doesn't get one. Strong challenge by Paqueta there on Saiz, who stayed forward after that corner, and now Eder Militao. Brazil, nice football there in midfield, and then Paqueta. Now here's Anthony. Paqueta again, but it's lost out, and away come Morocco now. It's Ziyech again, has Mazraoui overlapping, uses him. Nusir Mazraoui now for the Abdominal Lions, the Atlas Lions, my apologies. Now here's Ziyech. Cuts in field on his left foot, good block there by Vitor Roque, and away come Brazil. No, they don't. Good interception by Auger. Morocco are back in the attack. Mazraoui now on the right hand side on the edge of the penalty area. Liza making the run. There's a cross in, dangerous, but Militao steps out of defence and blasts that one up the field. Auger, good first touch, keeps it away from Vinicius, into the feet of Hakim Ziyech. Liza to Auger, who left footed, plays it cross field, and well kept in there. Lovely play, well kept in by Boufal. Ball to the, and that's a corner. That is a corner to Morocco. So after 70 minutes, ball bouncing off of Emerson Royal after a good play by Atiat down the left hand side, wins a corner. So just over 70 minutes played here in Tangier. Morocco, another 2 subs coming on by the looks of it, and potentially one of those going off is Roman Saiz, the Besiktas man, who has had a wonderfully strong performance today. Well, the referee is wanting to look at the decision here, perhaps. Not sure what's going on here as we look at Casemiro's effort again, squirming under the body of Bono. I think we're actually having a drinks break here. It's a warm, still a very hot, sticky evening in the Moroccan capital. It is indeed a drinks break as we hit the 70th minute mark before this Moroccan corner. So very finely balanced here going into the final 20 minutes. Morocco 1, Brazil 1. Sofiane Boufal's half-hour opener for Morocco cancelled out by Casemiro's strike that squirmed under the body of Bono, which put a bit of a dampener in this crowd in Tangier, but not for long. They have been fantastic all evening, making for a real carnival atmosphere as they welcome their World Cup heroes home for the first time since that World Cup. As I said, they were due to play in the African Nations Championship in January, but had to withdraw due to travel issues. Were due to face Zimbabwe in an African Cup of Nations qualifier, but they were disqualified for the tournament at the beginning of the year. So instead they're going to play a couple of marquee friendlies, of course, here in Tangier tonight against the world number 1, and then on Tuesday night they'll make the short trip to Spain at Atletico Madrid's Estadio Wanda Metropolitano to take on Peru, who were themselves defeated earlier 2-0 in a friendly against Germany in Mainz. So just having a look here at that Moroccan goal. As much as, yes, you say there was an error by Emerson Royal, certainly in gifting Morocco the ball, the way they played the build-up play was wonderful. Some really tight control. A lovely unselfish setup by El Kanous. Boufal with a lovely turn. Shot takes a slight deflection, but you have to say it was a well taken goal from the Atlas Lions. The Al Rayyan forward. And it's Casemiro's equaliser. But this place is rocking again, even during a drinks break. Brazil, this is the only match they will play during this international window, where their players head back to their respective clubs. Ramon Menezes picking a bit of an experimental squad. A lot of young players, a lot of players based in the domestic league of Brazil. But anyway, we're ready to get underway here. And so a corner will be taken by Morocco, right-footed in swinger. And it comes right on top of the goalkeeper, but headed away by Eder Militao, and that'll be a throw-in now to Morocco to be taken by Ziyech on this left-hand side for them. Back to Atiat. Good cross in, but again headed away This time by Vitor Roque. Here's Imran Louza. Good challenge there, and Saiss wins the ball back. Louza under pressure, but uses Mazraoui and now Amrabat in the centre circle for the hosts. Lovely cross pass to Ziyech, and he finds Boufal on face. Here's a goal scorer. Boufal gets a cross in towards the penalty spot, headed away well by Ibanez. Ziyech first to loose ball, gets it to Mazraoui, and now Ogier in the centre circle, clips it forward left footed. Atiat leaves it, lovely dummy by him. Boufal, right hand corner of the box, gets the crosses in, deflected. Weverton, can he keep it in? No, he can't. That's a corner. Oh no, it's not. Yes, it is a corner. Well, for a second I thought Weverton had just passed that straight to Atiat to set him up for a cross, but it is going to be a corner to Morocco, as they are keeping on the pressure and will make 2 subs here. So this will be their 5th sub of the match as we approach the last 15 minutes here in Tangier. Youssef En-Nesyri will be withdrawn, Sevilla striker. So no goals for him, but a real workmanlike performance, creating chances round him and trouble in the Brazil defence all evening as he takes in the applause from everyone here at Le Grand Stade on his way off. And we'll see who is to replace him now, as we're going to have another sub to be made, and that's going to be Sofiane Boufal, the goal scorer, withdrawn. He gets a real rapturous round of applause. So En-Nesyri and Boufal to be withdrawn as he takes it all in here. They're going to be replaced by Walid Chadira and Abdel Sam El Zalawi. So those 2 subs here for Morocco with 15 minutes to go, in the hope that it can push them over the line here. In comes a corner, headed away back to Amrabat on the edge of the box. It comes back to Atiat, and there's a free kick given on the edge of the box to Brazil, as that will relieve a bit of pressure on them. So free kick to Brazil on the edge of the D here, and they'll quickly get things going again. Possession fairly even this game, 52-48, just in favour of Morocco, but it has been a very even game, you must say. Morocco given as good as they got. There's a ball forward looking for Anthony. Atiat will see the danger and will put it out for a throw in around 30 yards out from goal. Good defending from him. Throw in taken now. Here's Militao. Rolls it across the middle to his centre half partner Ibanez. Vitor Roque and Casemiro. Brazil still just passing that ball back and forward. Ibanez right left now to Vinicius Jr. Vitor Roque. Casemiro then spreads it out right, finds Anthony. Good touch from Anthony looking for Vinicius, but he couldn't read him. And Saiss is there again. A monumental performance from him. He's a real man of the match contender. Now away come Morocco here with Imran Louza out right to Ziyech. Ziyech tips it into the box looking for Mazraoui. Mazraoui gets to the byline, back to Louza, keeps it in well, the Bayern Munich man. Louza gets a cross in, header, it's broken in the box and cleared away by Eder Militao, but not very well. And back come Morocco with Atiat, in comes the cross, and it's a handball in the box, is it? No, and Morocco take the lead. It's in off the crossbar. It's the substitute. Well, is it? I'm not sure who's got the final touch on that one there, but Morocco have got the lead here with 12 minutes to go in Tangier. A rocket of a shot in off the crossbar, and it's a goal from Sabiri, the substitute, Abdelhamid Sabiri, the Sampdoria man who has scored for Morocco. They lead 2-1 here with 12 minutes to go in Tangier. A rocket of a finish, and Brazil again paying for their inability to clear that ball. Morocco winning the possession back. A lovely pass out right to Ziyech, who put Mazraoui in space into the box. He did well to keep it in. Louza's cross overhit. Brazil had the chance to clear it. Instead, it was a loose pass, a cross in from Atiat, which broke. Oh, it's a wonderful finish. There's claims of a handball potentially, but instead of waiting around to see, it's Abdelhamid who has given Morocco the lead. A wonderful finish by Abdelhamid Sabiri, who rifles that ball in off the crossbar from 8 yards out. And after 80 minutes here in Tangier, Morocco have the lead. It was Walid Chadira, the Bari striker, who the ball deflected off his hand. There was such chaos going on in the box, it was hard to see who had ended up putting the finishing touches and that there. But it's Abdelhamid Sabiri who is the difference between the sides here now. His cross, Eder Militao didn't deal with it. Claims of handball against Chadiri, but nothing doing. And Brazil again now will have to come back from a 1-goal deficit if they're come away with anything other than a defeat here in Tangier. Abdelhamid Sabiri, the difference between the two sides, as he rifles home from 8 yards in off the crossbar, leaving Weverton with no chance. And can Brazil find a way back into this here? Emerson Royal, Anthony, Roque. He shimmies away from danger now. Anthony, back to Roque. Anthony, is he fouled? He is quickly taken though. And now Vega's foul. That's 2 fouls in a row from Morocco. And the free kick from Brazil is taken quickly again. Emerson Royal. Like I said, this may well be a friendly in name, but nothing friendly about it. And you can see with Brazil's hurriedness at trying to get this game back underway, they are certainly not treating it as such. There's a ball in. There's a free kick, surely. Yep, that's a foul there on, I believe that was Vitor Roque. It was indeed who has won the free kick off Naif Oguer on the left hand corner of the penalty area. A risky challenge from the West Ham centre half, taking down the Brazilian sub. And they're going to have a free kick which they can deliver from the left hand side, just barely 5 yards outside the box. And a couple of steps forward there from Vitor Roque. And I think a yellow shirted player will be placing the ball in the penalty spot. But as it is, Alex Tellez is going to take this free kick. Left footed. Casemiro's over there as well now. And we'll see who it is going to deliver this one here. It's Casemiro along the edge of the box here. Down to Vega. What a dreadful effort. Vega just rolls it into the red wall in front of him. And the clearance deflects off the referee, so he'll stop play here and give it as a drop ball. But Rafael Vega, what a chance for him. A training ground free kick there from Brazil, and Vega walked on that one, all the time in the world to strike it, and instead scuffed it and basically passed it into the Moroccan defence in front of them. So we have 8 minutes to go here in Tangier. Morocco 2, Brazil 1. Brazil now looking for that second equaliser of the game. Abdelhamid Sabiri was the difference. Now Morocco breaking away again. Ball up the middle here, looking for Mazraoui, who's getting forward, but Ibanez beats him to it and can come away with that ball for Brazil, but not looking overly confident on the ball. And that's a weird pass from Vinicius high up into the air, but it drops at the feet of Anthony, so it's worked somehow. There's Emerson Royal, now Paqueta on halfway. He's had a couple of chances tonight that he's taken either miscontrolled or taken a couple of air shots at. He'll want a couple of those back, I'm sure. Here's Vinicius on the left. Cuts infield. Oh, lovely pass there into... Oh, Rafael Vega's shot is blocked inside the box. Down goes Paqueta looking for a free kick, nothing doing. And away come Morocco again here with Ziyech. He's been excellent tonight as well. Ball forward there looking for Chadiri, but Ibanez beats him to it and rolls it back to Weverton, who tries to get play going again here for Brazil. Paqueta in the centre circle now, the West Ham man. Paqueta plays a ball in looking for Vitor Roque, but there's Saiss again. The captain has been everywhere tonight for Morocco. A superb captain's performance, and if they are to come away with this, with a victory here, he'll have to go a long way. Thank him for that. Here's Paqueta again in midfield. Hendron gives it to Vega. And now Ibanez in the centre circle for Brazil. Out wide into Anthony. Cuts in field. Uses Paqueta. 35 years out in front of goal. Amrabat intercepts the attempted pass, but here's Anthony. A strong tackle there from Mazraoui, and away come Morocco again here. Down the left with Chadiri. Chadiri can keep the ball in, he can, but the pass in the end from Atiat does go out for a throw right on halfway. So another sub here coming up for Brazil as we hit 85 minutes. And it's going to be Lucas Paqueta, who is to be withdrawn. Yeah, frustrating evening for him, I must say. And Yuri Alberto will come on to replace Paqueta with 5 minutes to go. Now Yuri Alberto, another man from the Brazilian Serie A with Corinthians, as he'll hope his introduction to the bench can spark this Brazil side. Here's Vinicius to Anthony on the edge of the box, looking back for Vinicius, deflection into the box, but Auger gets it away, and it's a foul by Vitor Roque as Naif Auger went airborne to clear that ball. Good defending from the West Ham United man under pressure, and he wins a free kick for his country. Vinicius has huffed and puffed tonight, and really I think he has been Brazil in a nutshell. Huffed and puffed with some bright sparks of it in them, but very little by way of end product. A frustrating evening for him. It looks as though he might go the whole 90 minutes here as we hit minute number 86 in Tangier. Morocco 2, Brazil 1. As there's a free kick given to Brazil for a foul there by Chadiri. Abdelhamid Sabiri with a goal here on 79 minutes, rifling one in off the crossbar from inside the box. Despite Brazil's claims of a handball against Chadiri, he did the old adage, put it in the net, ask questions later, and there was nothing doing, said the officials. So Morocco 3 minutes away from a big victory for them, and Brazil another poor defeat for them, like I said, having lost to Cameroon at the World Cup. Now here's a good ball into the feet of Yuri Alberto, but it's won by Morocco, and away comes Ziyech. Ziyech running forward, he has men in front of looking for Chadiri, but Ibanez gets there first. Oh, Morocco outnumbered Brazil with a poor pass, but Ziyech in the end cost them. Here's Yuri Alberto, but it's won back by Mazraoui. Another good performance tonight. You have to say Auger, Mazraoui, Saiss, Ziyech, all the big names from Morocco that you expect to step up tonight, I guess, have done and shown their quality, and shown why it perhaps was not a flash in the pan, but they became the first African side to reach the World Cup semi-finals. Here's Ahiat, back to his captain Roman Saiss. Real colossus at the back tonight for his country. Ooh, some risky play there from Amrabat. And then Saiss under pressure by Vitor Roque goes back to his goalkeeper. A packed out stadium tonight. This has been billed as an international friendly, but I've said it throughout, there has been nothing that is, there hasn't been the usual lackadaisical feel of a friendly. And now Brazil, Ibanez almost got stuck there by Chadiri, but the offside flag was up against the Moroccan substitute anyway. And now there seems to be some sort of collision between Sabiri and Casemiro in the middle of the park, but the camera didn't quite pick up. I don't know if that was off the ball incident. Sabiri, almost a knee on knee between the Moroccan goal scorer, the two goal scorers, in fact, Casemiro's goal scorer as well. As I look at it again, it was Eder Militao who had a chance to clear, didn't. It fell to Chadiri before dropping at the feet of Sabiri, and he made no mistake smashing that one in off the bar from 8 yards out, to the delight of this massive crowd here tonight in Tangier, and probably to the delight of one man in particular, and that's Bono, whose error allowed Casemiro's equaliser, and that ball will roll all the way through to the Sevilla man. who will comfortably pick that one up as we enter the final into the 90th minute here at Le Grand Stade in Tangier tonight on flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app. A really entertaining game tonight. Amrabat is caught in possession there, and here's Vinicius into the box. Is he fouled? No, says the referee. The Tunisian referee Sadok Selmi says no. He's made some big calls tonight. Here's Emerson Royal, crossed in by Eder Militao, cleared high into the Tangier night sky by Saiss. Militao and Abde trying to fight for the loose ball, and it's a Moroccan Abde who wins it, but he fouls Eder Militao in the process. Brazil take the free kick quickly as the clock strikes minute number 90. Ball clipped forward, looking for Roque, comes to Anthony. Here's Vitor Roque in the box as Emerson Royal overlapping, uses him. Royal blocked for a corner by Amrabat, who came sprinting over there, and he is determined that, friendly or not, this is going to be 3 points from Morocco. In the process, he's absolutely walloped Emerson Royal, and the two of them are down on the ground. I don't know if that's just the two of them are tired or what that is. The two of them ended up colliding with each other as Amrabat raced over to block the cross from the Tottenham man. The two of them were just sitting beside each other on the ground. You have to say it has been an enthralling game. A game where there will certainly be some tired legs after this one tonight. As we look at the Moroccan bench here, all smiles, and then the camera pans to the Brazil bench, not so much. But we're into 5 minutes of stoppage time here, and if Morocco can hold on, for this will be a famous victory for them, and one that will go down in the annals of history, just adding to the historic results that Morocco have got over the past few months. Some scrambling around the box between Vitor Roque and Atiat. It's going to be a corner to be taken here by Vega eventually. Still getting that green laser, and now there's a Moroccan man has hit the deck in the box, and I'm not sure why. It's Atiat who's down. And a bit of Vitor Roque, I think, is lucky that the referee didn't see that. An elbow, I think, to the head of Atiat while they're scrambling the box, but the referee done nothing about it. Brazil will make another sub here, incidentally. I've seen it's Emerson Royal is off. Oh, what a dreadful corner it was come out as far as Anthony. He smashes it back in wide of the post as Artur Suarez will come on for the last couple of minutes to replace Emerson Royal, who has limped off, as Anthony blasts that one wide of the mark from the edge of the D, never troubling the goal. And if Morocco can hold possession here for the next 2-3 minutes, they will hold on for a famous victory. And then Ramon Menezes may have only been in charge here for one game, but it looks like the pressure is going to be on him immediately after Tite's resignation following the World Cup quarter-final exit to Croatia. Although it was only a friendly, this was a real marker of where Brazil really were. And like I said, without regulars such as Alisson and Neymar, and no points or competitive play at stake, but in football and in sport there's no such thing as friendlies, especially not tonight in front of 60,000 plus here at Le Grand Stade in Tangier, as Morocco launch the ball forward into the left hand corner. It'll bounce away from Ziyech. He's been excellent tonight. You could pick any one of about 3 or 4 different players from Morocco tonight to man of the match. They have risen to the occasion in what is arguably the biggest game to ever take place on Moroccan soil. Ziyech's been excellent going forward, as has Noussair Mazraoui. Not much minutes under his belt since that World Cup, and here he is again chasing down Vinicius and winning the header to put it into touch. Vinicius is probably Brazil's best player, their brightest spark, but he's miscontrolled that one for a throw-in after a poor pass by Artur Suarez, the substitute. And Brazil, yes, not quite their strongest squad, who travelled to North Africa here A lot of youth being blooded by Ramon Menezes. A lot of players playing their trade in the Brazilian domestic league, but I don't